It is the absolutely extraordinary Pakistan Pavilion. I would say they've properly knocked it out of the park. I mean, look at that. I like the fact that I inadvertently used. I have a feeling it looks like it's slightly, do they move, do you think? Anyway, we're going to go in, we're going to take you indoors, just like you're here in person. And we're in Pakistan's Pavilion, don't know a great deal about, so let's head on in. Look at these shimmering colours.
Let's talk about a little bit about the facade, like these triangular mirror cutouts, right?
Yeah, I mean, it appears to be, let's get up close and personal this way. It appears to be made out of metal, which is half mirrored and half painted. But the effect is extraordinarily clever. And I bet it looks really, really good at night as well. Again, it is the middle of the shimmer there of with the yellow reflecting off onto the pink. It really is a clever, whoever came up with this, let's find out who the architect is, because it's really clever. And it's also going to be a huge relief to pop indoors, because I'm not going to lie, midday in October. Hello there. Thank you very much indeed. Hello. Thank you for having us. The outside is amazing. Yeah, well, it's extraordinary so far. I just saw a sign just there by the door that told us who the architect was. I'm just going to see, does it say who the architect is here? In the pots. Oh wow. We didn't even notice that. That's extraordinary. Thank you. Beautiful. That's really gorgeous. So almost immediately you're getting this juxtaposition of the old and the new. Look at that amazing sunshade. And just like in many of the other pavilions, we're first being taken on a journey through the history of the country, which is incredibly useful because it gives you a sense of place and a sense of time before you then move into what is often described as the future in some way, you know, the excitement about the innovations or the creations that each country is coming up with. Look at these figurines are extraordinarily satisfying. Yes, this is clayware of the Indus Valley civilization, all made out of terracotta. My goodness me, my children would have those in a shot. They'd love to snaffle one. Oh my goodness, look. Hello there, how lovely to meet you.
Welcome to the Sheesh Mahal pathway. So this is a pathway where we are showing the Sheesh Mahal. It's a replica of the Sheesh Mahal which is in Lahore Fort, and it was built by the great Mughal Empire, Shah Jahan, for his wife Mumtaz. And it's a replica of that. We are portraying it here, ma'am.
By Sheesh Mahal, it would be a literal translation.
It's a mirror, yeah.
Mirror palace,
yeah.
Right?
Fantastic.
Thank you.
It's beautiful. Thank you so much, sir.
Hope you enjoy your journey.
Thank you. Oh, it's absolutely beautiful. I've not seen this type of mirrored glass before.
Look at it.
Just put my microphone back.
Have you been to Taj Mahal?
I've never been to the Taj Mahal.
So like the facade of Taj Mahal is like very similar.
It's a similar style to
very
this.
similar style.
It's absolutely stunning. So you've got this feeling that you're entering a new world now. They're very clever in the pavilions. They create this sense of movement in space. Wow, hi there. Good to meet you.
This space represents the heaven of natural wonders in Pakistan. So you can see the beauty of Pakistan, and this boat represents the Mohana tribe that used to live on the seas. This represents where the Arabian Sea meets the Indus Valley on your right screen. And as you can also see the wildlife in Pakistan. Most of these places are on northern sides of Pakistan.
That's a bear. I didn't know you had bears in Pakistan. That's amazing.
Thank you. They're mostly rare, but they're mostly found in the cold areas, of course, of Pakistan, which is northern sides. So
It's absolutely beautiful.
thank you.
And how long have you been in Dubai from? Are you from Pakistan?
Yes, I was born and brought up in Dubai, UAE.
Oh, you were. Fantastic.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Look at this incredible boat. It looks, I presume it's historic and an extraordinary example. Here we go. It's the Mohanas, an ancient community sustained by the river Indus. Boat makers of the Mohana community, led by Ustad Muhammad Hussain Mughal, and Mohammed Rahib Marani. This is the actual, but it's absolutely beautiful.
It represents the tribe that used to live in the boat. They were called the King of the Seas, and they used to live in these boats, living, eating, everything was inside these boats.
The river people.
Yes, and they still exist till now. So this the
Extraordinary. Thank you so much. So even though we're only dipping into the pavilions at the moment for these videos, we're already getting a real taste of each country, and it's totally challenging my preconceptions. I've not travelled to Pakistan before. I didn't know a great deal about it, to be honest. And so to come into this space and see snippets of the culture and the
That
history.
gentleman was telling us about Kalash tribe, which is one of the other second tribes which still existed in the mountains of Pakistan. So maybe we can ask this lady.
Yes. Hello there. So we were just looking at, we were just discussing the river tribe with the gentleman over there. What's the relevance of these tapestries and clothings here?
Okay, so apparently these...
Thank you.
Oh, no, thank you. You're welcome. So these clothes are worn by the Kalash tribe since they live in the mountainous Chitral district. So they have to wear very thick clothes to keep themselves warm. This over here, the long one that's hanging, is called pattu. So these are like, you know how you wear shawls? So
Yes.
this is the shawl, but it's called pattu.
Pattu.
And these are head scarves, head pieces, worn by men and women both. And these are the dresses worn by women.
And whereabouts is this tribe based? Is this in the north of the country?
Yes, I said it's in Chitral, mountainous district, Chitral.
Chitral.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you.
They're absolutely beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Right, we're going to continue on our journey now. Although I've seen tiny little frozen monkeys and giant ibex and then gambling brown bears, which I never knew. I never knew lived in Pakistan. Here we go. This is beautiful. A sense of movement from place to place. And at the moment, Expo 2020 is not that busy because people have probably said, oh, we'll give them a few days to settle in. But you can imagine that if there were large crowds of people, hello there, they would gradually move through these spaces. Another extraordinarily large screen. We're getting a sense now, I think, of the religious sites in Pakistan. And extraordinarily old historic sites as well. As I said, it is something of a whistle-stop tour for us, but there's obviously lots of opportunities for people to sit and meditate and learn more about the country. This panelling here is beautiful as well. Examples of ceremonies. Hello there, how are you? Absolutely amazing. Into the light again. And now we're completely in the midst of this extraordinary, sorry, I reached too far. We're right in the midst of this extraordinary kaleidoscope again with these colours shimmering off. It's quite warm as well. But isn't it magnificent? Absolutely gorgeous colours. I'm really enjoying it. There's a waterfall. You go into a room and there's an entire waterfall. And then a lot of them, mask on. Thank you. And then a lot of the pavilions are also drawing on your sense of smell as well. So there's this sense of this sort of all-encompassing sensory frenzy. Maybe frenzy is a bit much, but you know what I mean. A sort of a really immersive experience. And these enormous screens do a great deal to create that effect. So this definitely feels like the sort of modern, forward-looking trade area of the Pakistan Pavilion. We're moving past pink rock salt Here we go. Salt deposits in the 300-kilometre salt range of the Potohar Plateau in Pakistan, formed around 800 million years ago. The pink rock salt mined from this region contains 84 minerals and is famous for its superior quality and numerous health benefits. There's a very big rock of it behind us here. And then there's an area here which we're not meant to touch. But you can see when they describe it as pink rock salt, they're not joking, it really is very pink. Absolutely stunning, massive blocks of salt. Hello there. You do get a sense of the enthusiasm. Are we going this way now? Thank you. Say again?
It's the peaceful part of the pavilion.
Brilliant. We're looking forward to it. So here it says the Billion Trees Project, reforesting our precious land. And we're heading down. Wow.
Okay, we're going to pass through the laser.
Oh my
beams or
goodness.
something.
So like I said, a completely immersive experience. So it feels like you're walking, it's raining, and yet it's the light, it's the lasers. And then you add in the sound effects from the birds, and you really feel like you're walking through a forest. Ooh. Ah! It's steam. So isn't that clever? They've just added the mist and the water vapor. It's really special. We're so lucky to come on this first day when there aren't very many people here, because you're properly having the, you're properly getting the effects of it. That really is clever. And you get a sense of what Pakistan is trying to achieve with this reforestation project. We're walking through, it feels like we're walking through a sort of forest glade now. And then you get a second chance to go through it. It's just so clever. Here we go. So they've just done a burst of mist here as well. So you actually it really feels like you're walking through a cool forested area. Isn't that clever? What to grab one? Hello there. Hi. That was amazing. Thank you very much. And then there's a bazaar here.
Yeah, it's
So you can tell that what I really want to do is stop in the shop now and go shopping. But they've got all sorts of, a lot of the pavilions actually have got shops. We haven't had a chance to look in very many of them, but I'm looking forward to doing a shopping tour of EXPO 2020, where I don't do anything cultural at all, and I don't go into any of the pavilion displays. I just go and buy stuff. And then we're just coming out of the Pakistan Pavilion, and here we are with a restaurant. This is one of the pavilions. Hello there, hi, lovely to meet you. This is one of the pavilions with an in-house restaurant. This one is obviously called the Dhaba. And so we can either exit through that door, but let's take a look at the restaurant and find out. Hello there.
What's on the menu or something?
Yeah, should we have a look at what's, hello, we're making,
Actually, we have here
oh fantastic.
barcode.
Give me an idea of the type of food that you serve. Is it from Pakistan, I'm
Yes,
guessing?
it's traditional Pakistani, and we serve the hot beviers, cold beviers, and like sandwiches, burgers, traditional. So
So
yeah.
what is in traditional in terms of biryani and...
Yeah, actually we have like dahi pulki, chana chaat masala, like that, and also we have like desserts like gajar ka halwa, like traditional gulab jamun, like that. So
Oh, fantastic.
is the.
That's brilliant. Thank you very much. Well, I'm also going to do an entire week at EXPO where all I do is just go to all the restaurants. So thank you very much. We'll see you again soon. Yes, so I do know a few other of the pavilions that have restaurants as well. So we went to the Singapore snack bar on the roof. Thank you so much. Oh look, show me this. So this is if we had bought the passport, I'm saving to buy the passport when my children come. But if you come to EXPO 2020 Dubai, the best souvenir to buy is a passport, because then you go around and at each pavilion they'll give you a stamp, and the idea is to collect a stamp from as many pavilions as you can. But we're not cheating today. I'm going to do it properly with my children. So thank you so much. See you soon.
Thank you so much.
Yes, you don't want to go to a pavilion without getting a stamp, that's for sure. But we'd already seen one lady who was proudly showing off her passport, and she'd already managed to get a stamp. And if you want to buy one of the passports,